What if I told you that one update, just a few pages long, could change how thousands of couples prove their marriages to the US government?
And what if I added this? That same update spells out when interviews are required, when cases can be sent to the State Department, and yes, when a notice to appear can be issued, even though a petition itself doesn't give you status.
If that made you sit up, good. Keep listening.
Because tonight we're unpacking a brand new green card policy update that every couple, attorney, and curious policy watcher needs to understand clearly, calmly, and without the rumors.
Welcome to the Daily Dose of Delight podcast.
We're live from our studio. I'm Michael.
I'm Jenny, and today we're breaking down what U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services just published on family-based green cards, including marriage cases. We'll explain what's new, what's clarified, and how it affects real people. And hey, if you've got thoughts or a story of your own, drop us your feedback. We read everything.
Quick note, this development directly impacts married couples seeking green cards. It's meant to clarify procedures and strengthen how officials assess whether a marriage is real. We've gone straight to the official sources so you don't have to.
All right, let's get factual. On August 1st, 2025, USCIS issued new policy guidance specific to family-based immigrant visa petitions. Think Form I-130 for spouses and other relatives. It's effective immediately and applies to pending requests and anything filed after that date. The goal? Consolidate, clarify, and clean up older memos and instructions so everyone's on the same page.
USCIS says this is about strengthening screening and vetting by making decisions more consistent nationwide. It specifically outlines eligibility, filing, interviews, and decision-making.
Let's talk highlights. First, interviews. The policy clarifies when USCIS will require interviews for these petitions. It's not automatic for everyone, but if your case has red flags or lacks documentation, expect it. And a key reminder, an approved I-130 doesn't mean you have status. If you're removable, USCIS can still issue a notice to appear.
Second, routing. USCIS explains how and when approved petitions get sent to the National Visa Center. This usually happens when someone can't adjust status in the U.S., so the case moves to consular processing.
Third, direct consular filing. This is for special cases, U.S. military members and government personnel stationed abroad, or situations like natural disasters and conflict zones. If that's you, the policy makes it clear when the State Department can accept an I-130 directly at the consulate.
Fourth, multiple or related petitions. The new guidance clarifies how officers handle complex family cases where multiple petitions overlap, like when siblings or parents are involved in parallel filings.
And the theme throughout? Stop fraud. USCIS is doubling down on making sure family ties, especially marriages, are genuine and well documented. That means more focus on documentation, consistency, and officer training.
If you're in the middle of a marriage-based petition, here's what matters now. Evidence. The I-130 petition still starts with primary evidence, marriage certificates, termination of prior marriages, but the heart of the case is proof that the marriage is real and ongoing.
Think joint bank accounts, leases, utility bills, children's birth certificates, insurance policies, photos, text messages, affidavits from family and friends, basically proof that you're building a life together.
Quick note from the studio. If this is helping, hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you never miss an episode. Go on, we'll wait. It helps you and it helps us bring you better content every time.
Now back to it. If your file is thin or has inconsistencies, an interview becomes much more likely. And if USCIS discovers that someone isn't eligible to adjust status in the US, the case may be rerouted to the National Visa Center. The update lays out when and how that happens.
Also worth noting, USCIS just moved all this content from scattered memos and outdated field manuals into the centralized policy manual. That's the official go-to source now for you and for immigration officers.
We're hearing a lot of chatter about direct consular filing. Let's be real. Most people won't qualify. It's narrowly available, but when it applies, it's powerful. So if you're stationed abroad with the U.S. military or working in a government role, it's worth exploring.
And for those adjusting status here, make sure you're using the correct, most current form versions. USCIS updates them periodically, and submitting an old form can delay or derail your case.
Okay, let's do a lightning round of myths.
Myth: my I-130 was approved, so I'm safe. Reality: that petition shows a relationship. It doesn't give you legal status or protect you from deportation.
Myth: USCIS is changing the rules overnight. Reality: this update consolidates and clarifies what officers were already using. Now it's just in one consistent playbook.
Myth: a few selfies are enough. Reality: photos help, but USCIS wants solid proof. Joint assets, financial records, leases, insurance, and real-life evidence of a shared life.
Let's be honest. Immigration isn't just paperwork. It's personal. It's emotional. You're documenting your relationship under a microscope. If that's you, stay calm, be thorough, and tell your story with evidence.
One more time, if this podcast is helping, hit subscribe, ring that bell, and stay up to date. We're here every week breaking down big topics in plain language.
So, wrapping up, this new USCIS guidance is live as of August 1st, 2025, clarifies interviews, evidence, and petition routing, highlights that I-130s don't grant status, and consolidates guidance into one manual for consistency.
If you're prepping a petition, get familiar with the updated policy manual. And if your case has complications, don't wing it. Get help from a qualified immigration attorney.
Now it's your turn. What part of the process was the hardest for you? Was it getting the right documents? Understanding the timeline? Let us know in the comments or send us a message. We'd love to share your stories on a future episode.
That's it for today's episode of the Daily Dose of Delight podcast. I'm Michael.
I'm Jenny. Thanks for joining us. See you in the next episode.
And as always, stay connected.